Hello, hello. How's it going? Happy Sunday. I'm a little late, but oh, here we go. Something always has to not work. Yeah, look at that. These docs things, they're never a surefire answer. There's always something that goes wrong with them in OBS whenever I try to use them. Every time. So it seems like a dud. I'll just default back to. Let me try it again. Let me try it again. Oh gosh. Failing. No, it doesn't want to. See, this stuff sucks. Technology. Alright. We're here. We're back. I don't have a scene from my hero. Dang it. We gotta do this. Hey buddy. How's it going? I can't see if you're here because I don't have the live chat currently up right now. The camera's doing the weird stuff. It's a failure. But we're gonna make it work. Hold on. Camera's gonna turn off. What's up, Moshi? How are you? We're back. Good? Here? Okay. Let me do this. I gotta take this. I'm like so distracted. Stream was supposed to start. What time is it? 15 minutes ago. 20 minutes ago. Going through it. Going through it. But we're here. This, come on, man. Just work. Work for me, please. Like, why does it have... That's frustrating. Whatever. Alright, we're here with my hero. Make sure that this is off. I'm having a good day. I'm a little frustrated with technology, but having a good day overall. I have to get the next stream set up too. I spent all my time that I was supposed to be live for doing the logo for Gundam because I was lazy and I didn't feel like doing it throughout the week. That's just me. That's how I operate. It's so stupid. All right. Excuse me. I'll just delete this because what the hell? I want to see how fast I can do this. Oh, it's gone now. It's gone now. Hold on. All right. Let me get this pulled up. This should take like 2 seconds and it's taking me forever. Open. Right? Then I do this. I open this. Then I go to here. What the heck? I go here. And then I do this. I go here. And then I take this and I put this here. And then I scale this up. Pull this up over it. Pull this up over it. I do this again, I do this again. I make this bigger. Yep. We have that. So that is now done. I will do this. I will do this. I will press enter. I'll press yes. Okay again. Export. Export. Pictures. Thumbnails. And then find the letter G. E, H, where's G? There's G. 7, done. Okay, I can close out Photoshop. I'm wasting precious time for my hero to be doing this. What's up, Midoriya Shonen? How are you? I can do this, I can do that. And in a perfect world, I don't have to do anything else. I can just click this. What? I can do that. I can do this. Screw you. Alright. I don't have time for this. Alright. Hey, how's it going? We're gonna... My mind's all over the place. I'm sorry. You're probably... If you're watching this after the live stream... Ooh. Just opened up the chapter. That color page, though. You guys can't see it. Of course you can't see it. Alright. Of the color page in that chapter. Wow. It's telling. My brain. I guess we're reading, right? I'm sorry. All right. All right. 373 Friends. Last week was Mike and Spinner in the hallway. We ended right in front of Kurogiri because this whole thing is about getting Kurogiri back on the League of Villains side or the Paranormal Liberation Front side. Page uno. All right. Okay, so Mike did yell out to him after. I'm going up, or before I should say, to Shoji and Koda. I'm going after Spinner at the hospital, is Mike saying it. Stay here and do whatever it takes to keep them all out. Okay. Oh. Who did that? Who caught it? Oh, this guy caught it. We saw his face last chapter. He was the one that was spooked by everything that was happening. Wow. He's speaking up. I think maybe we're using our anger the wrong way. And this guy's still screaming. Do not cower. Do not halt. Follow our rep. The whole wicked system has turned a blind eye for too long. Teach them the error of their ways. Think only of the abuse you endured. And he's yelling back. I am thinking real hard. I got beaten up for no good reason, and my blood boils just thinking about it. Yet. Ooh. Are you going to laugh at me for being so indecisive? I got real pumped up when I heard folks talking about the call to action. They said staying silent would be siding with evil. Since the world turned its back on us, we had to turn the world upside down. I heard about our rep, our messiah. Are we doing the wrong thing here? And all he can hear in his brain is his don't care, like the don't care. I don't care. He's supposed to be representing this whole ideal and he doesn't even care about it. But the whole world, really? What's that even mean? I couldn't bring myself to hurt the folks in that hospital. That stupid octopus. Disrespectful. That stupid octopus has become a real thorn in our side. Right when we managed to radicalize their passion into a mighty meat shield. That passion and fervor was meant to bring out our supremacy. Enough nonsense. Don't stop to think. Everyone's not moving. He's got him. Wow. Why have you ghetto stomp him? Stomp him out. Why have you stopped? This is a revolution. March forward. Bring it all crashing down. And then you got him. Was I really wrong about all this? Should I have sat at home and kept quiet? Next page. The feelings that made you rise up today were neither useless nor wrong. The ones who've hurt us haven't been dragged into the light yet. But you never stopped thinking about all of it. Ooh. You sure look like a... Oh, no. Am I reading this wrong? I'm reading it wrong. Right here. The ones who've heard us haven't been dragged into the light yet. We've heard your voices loud and clear today. Sorry for not realizing sooner. Yeah, but you never stop to think about it. You sure look like a bright and shining example to me. Let's use that light to change those who inflict harm until they find it in themselves. Until they find it in themselves to be ashamed of it, their cruelty. There's a word missing. That fervor of theirs. Even Rocklock's looking at them. Huh. All we could do to defend ourselves was fight fire with fire. Let's go. They need reinforcement. All right, now we're going after research wing. Oh. Did Mike do it? Did Mike do it? That looks like some sort of device that Spinner might have been holding. Mike's going in. Ah. Ah. The recording. Without All For One or Shigaraki's voice, he won't wake up. If Kurogiri is about to get taken back, I know what I gotta do. Oh, whoa. Oh, Mike. All right, Mike. Okay. All right. Mind going all blank. Is the quirks not working anymore? Is he reverting back? Is Spinner like reverting back to his normal self? That hard scale quirk is seemingly gone now. Mind going all blank, body won't obey commands. Only got this far. Was that Shigaraki's hand? Is that Shigaraki's hand? Well, not his actual hand, but is that the hand that Shigaraki usually has right here? Which I'm pretty sure, I think we all think is an honest hand, right? Huh. Even Mike is like, I know, if Kurogiri is gonna get woken back up, ever since then he hasn't budged even a little. Maybe he's really maybe he really is broken beyond repair. He's thinking like, dude, I know what I gotta do. It'd be refreshing if that were the case. It is Shigaraki's hand. It is the hand. It is. Oh gosh. No one's backing me up. Can't wake up Kurogiri. So what you're saying is basically you're just an empty cosplayer. Wow. That whole time my heart was totally empty. All that passion got me worked up. Got me to take a stand. Made me think. All I wanted was to follow him until he could stand tall. Huh. I wonder why he had his hand. Why do you think he had his hand? Sorry, I'm stopping right here. I'm trying to think, why the heck would he have his hand? Spinner's grounded. If need be, this was the last resort in the plan to divide and conquer. You know, Shirakumo, our pal's already lost an eye and a leg. Don't go ripping those good memories away from him too. And if you ain't Shirakumo anymore, then do us a favor. Fade away and leave us the memories. But hey, if you're still our friend from back then, is Shirakumo gonna get up? I said it last week. I was like, is there a chance that Shirakumo could come back? I was affirmed that Shirakumo's dead. But there's a chance that he could come back. There's a chance. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Spinner. Spinner. He snatched the hand. You gotta save Shigaraki. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Let me look at the last panel. Oh man, Spinner. Damn. Boy. He's up. He's up. He's up. I am the protector of Tomura Shigaraki. Damn. He looks pretty cool right here, too. Oh, boy. I'm guessing we'll get a flashback at some point explaining why. Maybe because Spinner is so attached to Shiggy that he carried it with him. Or all for one told him to. I'm thinking that Shigaraki would have gave it to him. That's my guess. But Shigaraki never seemed like he was in the right state of mind. Or maybe Spinner just held on to it after this moment during the first battle at the during the war, the first war. Well, this is the war, first battle. Maybe he just held on to it from there. I feel like I might have to reread in order to what's his face, remember, because I'm being like completely honest, I don't remember. He's awake, man. It's not good. Especially if he's going to be on demon time, right? But even, like, what was Mike thinking about doing? That's, okay, that's what, like, if Mike had the gun. Like, if Mike was the person that had the gun, I would have did the yell and just, why not? Why not take the shot from there? Maybe Mike's not trained. Like I'm a terrible person at trying to gauge distance. But how far would you peg him from right here? Like if he had the gun, he draws and he shoots. Like why not take that shot if he indeed had the gun? Instead of like risking it. I think he did have the gun, but my whole thing is, did he want to get closer? I wouldn't have risked it. I would have dumped. I would have did something. I don't know. That's crazy. He's up. I am the protector of Tomura Shigaraki. It's not good. That's not good. Not good. Damn, that's not good at all. It's not good at all. Okay, so I was definitely thinking, right? I was definitely thinking throughout this week about what would happen if Kurogiri was introduced back into the battlefield and what that would mean. And I had like this fever dream, like just random, like this would never happen, but it would be cool if it happened. Because if you go back to that chapter where you had after Deku hit Shiggy with the, I don't even remember what he called, like what it was called. When he hit him with the overdrive, there we go. When he hit Shiggy with the second overdrive and knocked the hands off of him like the Sonic rings, and then you had like that panel where it was a side view and it looked like a bunch of like stars or something that was on the screen. I wonder if, and this is just like a fever dream guess. I don't care. What's up? Yui? How are you? Thank you, I appreciate it. I'm doing good. I'm having a good day so far. This fever dream though. That what if Kurogiri was introduced back into the battlefield and we found ourselves in a situation where all of the League of Villains get like teleported somewhere. So it's like you have Shigaraki, like you have like the main, like your main League of Villains people all alone with Deku, and Deku having to try to get away. I think that would be something like I don't think that'll happen. But that would be kind of crazy to watch it go from all this overdrive stuff to, dude, we're almost out and we're in the worst situation we possibly could be in, and him trying to play keep away, kind of like a version of what Bakugo went through during the All Might versus All For One battle, when he was trying to play keep away with the League of Villains, just back and forth because there was no openings, and he was a little bit elusive, but there was just too many numbers. It'd be cool to do like some sort of like parallel to that with them now, with Deku and all this stuff. It'd be kind of crazy. It would be kind of nuts. It's fun, just something fun to think about. I don't think that'll ever happen. But man, I'm just wondering if Mike was really gonna kill Kurogiri. Did he not take the shot because he was thinking about it too much? Like, he's thinking in his head, like thinking about Shirakumo. In that time, could he have pulled it? Did he hesitate it? Like, did he hesitate it? Did he hesitate? Like, what was the reason for not hitting the shot right here? If he was indeed the person we saw with the cut off glove with the gun from last chapter, if that was indeed him, why not take the shot from where he is right here? Like, why not take that shot? Because he doesn't seem like he's that far away. I feel like he's definitely far enough where if Mike is trained with a firearm, he should be able to hit those shots. That's just my guess. Like, instead of trying to risk it and let Spinner get up and keep running, I don't know. I feel like that might have been like a mistake. A miscalculation by Mike. I don't know. I'm unfortunate, I tell you that. And this chapter was called what again? Friends. Kurogiri, boy. I'm wondering if Kurogiri is on our side for real, not on our side, on the villain side for real, or if this is gonna be some sort of like big brain unexpected ploy to like swindle the villains, and Shirokuma has some agency inside of this Kurogiri Nomu thingy mabob that we have on our hands. I don't know. I would like it if it was just Kurogiri's back, but then what that leaves us with is Kurogiri being introduced. I feel like we find ourselves in a similar parallel. I feel like we find ourselves in a similar parallel to what's happening in the anime currently. The first big battle where once again the villains and the heroes collide. The heroes come up with some sort of plan to catch the villains off guard, and it works almost 100%, besides Toga grabbing Deku. Then you have the parallel of there's so many things that can go wrong that are going wrong, but every single advantage that we think that we have, the villains seemingly take away. I don't know if, we know that Kurogiri's body can be damaged from what Bakugo did during the USJ. We do know that. I don't know if Kurogiri has no physical attributes to account of, or if he's just a teleportation quirk and that's it. But I'm just saying that to say, like, if Mike does pull out a gun and just dump shots at him, I don't know if it'll be effective, but I think it should put him down still. Just because he's out of the chair doesn't mean that he's invulnerable, because no one, to our knowledge, has been close enough to Kurogiri to upgrade him or give him another quirk or something crazy like that. Or maybe the hand did. I don't know. But yeah. I'm just thinking which way can this go? I can see it. I can see Kurogiri being introduced to the battlefield and how much chaos that brings. But also, I kind of wouldn't mind if Shirakumo were to turn. If it didn't, if Shirakumo turned and now he's just on our side, I don't know how much of a fan I'll be of that. But if he were to turn and then couldn't do something, or All For One sense this and kills him like remotely, or something crazy like that. Like if something like that happens, then cool. But if he's back, then let him be back for the villains. If he's gonna be on the hero side, then kill him again for the second time. So yeah, that's all I got. I didn't talk about the anime. I feel like there's not much like that I'm missing in these chapters that I haven't already accounted for. Like we got Koda and Shoji doing their thing with that remorse. We got this guy from last chapter who was mortified at what he was seeing, and he stepped up big time. His words, along with Shoji's words, got the whole mob to stop what they were doing in their tracks. So it's like, kudos. Rocklock is a bum. Rocklock is straight up a bum. He's useless. He's been useless since the first time we ever seen him and figured out what his core was. Man's useless. Absolutely useless. And Spinner. It looks like Spinner, like he either ran out of energy or lost consciousness or what's his face? Or maybe the quirk stopped working. I don't know if there's a cooldown on it. That's information we just don't know. Or I don't know, I should say. Forgive me. Okay. Oh. Tired. I'm not really tired. And took some Benadryl last night. And it still got me wonky, man. Took that Benadryl maybe like 11 something, quarter to 12, like closer to midnight last night. And now, like, I still feel like I have a fog on my head. Like, I'm all jacked up. I saw a theory about who Kurogiri will end up protecting Shiggy from. Could the heroes convince him that All For One is a bigger threat to Shigaraki than Deku is? Because Deku wants to save him, and All For One did hurt him. That's an interesting idea, right? It's an interesting idea because we do know All For One is actively working and trying to take Shigaraki's body. He's about halfway. He halfway kind of did it. He keeps saying that the merger's complete, but it's obvious that it's not. Could Kurogiri pull up on Shigaraki, recognize that something outside of him losing that current battle with Deku? Outside of that, could he also realize that there's something else going on with Shigaraki? And his sole meaning, his sole existence, I should say, is to protect Shigaraki. Would he even do that against All For One? Especially if All For One pulls up too, even though All For One's on a timer. That would be an interesting turn. So it's like Kurogiri isn't on the hero side; he's still on the villain side. But there's infighting amongst the villains. and we can take advantage of the infighting to try to win this battle, win this war. I don't mind that. That could be something cool to address. That could be something cool to address. I think that's about everything that I got. I think. And this says something because they said that All For One told Spinner that Kurogiri will only wake up if he hears or if he gets a command from All For One's voice or Shigaraki's voice. And through Spinner placing the hand over Kurogiri's face and then giving him an order, he like there's something up with that. So I feel like he solely might be working for the ideals of Shigaraki and doesn't care about anyone else. Huh. Oh boy. Excuse me. Man, I'm tired. Not really tired, but I'm tired. There's something funky with that hand, man. It's the same one that will take over Shigi's body. And I think it's Nana's hand. Because Shigaraki crushed his dad's hand whenever he went through his awakening against Ridestro. All the other hands, he did away with those. And the only hand that was left was the hand on the top of his head, I think. I think this is Nana's hand. It'd be crazy if it was someone else's hand entirely. Whose hand? I don't know. It'd be crazy if it was someone else's hand entirely. But I think that's Nana's hand. I think so. I don't know. I was trying to see if there was a hole in it, but there isn't. Because that's a calling card of a course. Word to the wise, don't invest in crypto right now? No. I just spent 2 hours listening to my cousin complain about losing $500. Nah. Like, unless you just have money just to invest and just put away. Oh boy. That's crazy. That's crazy. I have a question for you. If Mike is the one that had the gun, would it be better to get closer to take the shots or from this panel right here? Because I was trying to guesstimate. I was like, he's like 20 feet away. I would gauge. Well, it depends on how big that room that he's in. He's like 20 feet away, it feels like. I feel like that's close enough to take that shot. That's a very makeable shot. Okay. I was looking at it, I'm like, I feel like he's close enough to take that shot, but I'm not about to get pissed off that he didn't take it. Because I'm like, there's a chance Mike doesn't know how to use a gun. Right? There's a good chance he doesn't know how to use a gun. And literally, like, not being trained, not knowing how to position your hands and how to hold the gun, and knowing just to pull your finger and not squeeze the whole gun. Like, these are all things that someone that's untrained is gonna do. They're not gonna be able to line up the sights. Like, they're hitting it. They're gonna hit the wall before they hit their target. They're lucky if they just and get it. It feels like from that far away. Good chapter, though. I will say that. Anytime we can get any of the shoji stuff and dealing with this stuff, I'm here for it, man. Because I feel like the writing in this particular section has been really good. Just with the whole heteromorph stuff and the going back and forth. It's like, I appreciate this guy stepping up and being like, no way. Like we're losing it. These people that we're trying to follow. This is very a relatable thing to real life. How people just, what's up, man? How people just follow after someone because they have a following, or they're a celebrity, or they have some status, and people just sheepishly follow after. And it's like, Spinner was touted as being the Messiah, this and that, and whenever they're in the midst of getting in the mix out here with all this stuff, and you have this person that you've been following and want to follow just say that he really doesn't care about what's happening right now. It's like a reality check, and everyone else was just still being mindless, and it took for this one guy. Excuse me. It took for this one guy all alongside of Shoji to, and we got to see him last week too. Pretty sure this is the same guy from last chapter that was like shook at the end of the. He was right here, wasn't it him? Yeah, he's right there. That's him, right? Hold on. We'll go one at a time. Yeah, he's right there. This is him right here. That's him right there. He was the one that was like all like spooked whenever they ran into whenever Spinner broke through the hospital the first time. So I'm like, this guy seen like what was really happening right here, and he was like, yo, I don't think this is the right thing for us to be doing. Like, yes, that's all good, man. It's like yeah, like everything we've gone through is absolutely terrible, but you got lost in the sauce. Yeah, it's like everything that we've had done to us is absolutely horrible. Yeah, but that's when you get those panels from last week where it's just like it's showing normal people and heteromorphs and all these other people interacting inside of this hospital, and these people aren't bad people. It's just like the visual of like, these people aren't bad people, but yet and still we're plowing through them as if they're the ones that did this to us. It's kind of, it goes back to this point that, was it Shoji that said it? No, this was Shoji that said it, I think. Where it's like what happened to us is not wrong. Like, what happened to us still happened. But that doesn't mean we need to take that out on everyone else that looks the same like that person. Like, at the end, we end up becoming the same thing that they were. Like, they don't like a heteromorph because of maybe a heteromorph did something to them, or maybe they just don't like them. That's how they were raised. So then we just find some random person that's not a heteromorph, and because they're normal, we just knock them across their face. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. We just become just like them. So it's like the ones that did the stuff to us, the ones that are doing the things to us, the ones that are discriminating against us and treating us bad and all of these things, we'll get to them. We'll drag them out. We'll make an example of them, but we're not going to just like penalize every single other individual that looks like them for that. That we're just repeating the same thing that they did to us. We're just creating a like that vicious cycle where like nothing's ever going to get solved because there's always going to be nothing but retaliation. So it's like anytime I feel like Hori has been in his bag with this heteromorph stuff. I wish it were longer, man. I really do wish we got like a whole like volume, just focused volume, or even 2, just focused on this, man. I feel like his writing has been really good. I feel like his writing has been really, really, really good. Yeah, that mob mentality is it's terrible. Mob mentality is very bad, and it's a very real thing. Oh my gosh. It's wild that the Pig Guy and Spinner are basically in the same position, directionless and looking for a leader, but quickly becoming disillusioned. Well point. It's a well point made. A point well made. Wow. Well point made. Point well made. Point well made. It is. This guy's like looking around like, dude, like, we're just like hurting and killing innocent people for what? Act 1 was 98 chapters, Act 2 was 207 chapters, and then Act 3 is going to be the remaining. I do. I'm not connected to the interwebs, right? I'm not connected to the interwebs that much. So I only get drip fed a little bit of stuff. Was anybody upset with yesterday's anime episode? There's only like a couple of us in here. I thought the episode was great. Never ever did I think they would end in the middle of a chapter. They usually pick and choose from the next chapter to continue with. But I feel like we never, it's been in this season, I should say, we never stopped in the middle of a chapter, especially like that. I didn't think they were going to cliffhang on the shot. Did not think they were going to cliffhang on the shot, but they did. I'm a little. It's I don't know why they censored it either. Literally the only thing that's different is it looks the exact same. Like Midoriya still has the blood on his arm, but it's just like Shiggy's bottom teeth aren't broken. It looks the same, it's just his bottom teeth aren't broken. That's it. I don't know why they decided to censor that, but we could show Mirko just laying and bloodied up and ripped apart and her arm just a purple like we could show all that. But I don't get why they censored the smash. But it looks literally like panel for panel. You put them right next to each other, it just looks like someone colored in the manga and then didn't do the broken jaw at the bottom. It looks the same though. It's crazy. That's it. Outside of that, I thought the episode was great. I've been getting like little trinkles here and there that I feel like a lot of anime onlys are saying like BS on Shigaraki being able to shoot the bullet at Aizawa. Like no way, like why, like that couldn't have happened. And I'm like, I've got little trickles of it, and I got off the internet because I'm like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, how could you think that? Not like have you been? I don't. It's like I find it hard. For me, it looked weird animated because just going off the animated scene, confusing how Midoriya's arm ends up in Shiggy's mouth, especially from that angle. They animated it panel for panel. Literally, they showed it from the same back shot when he did the smash, and then the in-betweens, and then his hand is in his mouth. I remember reading it. Right? I remember reading it, and I didn't understand what happened either. I feel like if I pulled up that chapter reaction, because we were reacting to it, if I pulled that chapter reaction, I feel like I remember saying like, you guys had to tell me what happened, because I'm like, I don't understand what just happened. I'm like, did he slam down and Shigaraki caught his mouth, or did Deku come like this and bring his arm back this way to kind of like bring him back, so it's like a smash like this and not like a hammer fist straight down. I remember reading it and I still didn't understand. It's one of those things where I'm like, I wonder if I'll understand what happened in the anime, and then I seen it and I was like, nah, I still don't understand what happened. Like, I still feel the same way I felt when I read it. It looked cool, it did, but I don't know. They could show it next week is what I meant. They're gonna pick right back up, like they're just gonna keep going. I feel like it's gonna start again with it's gonna feel like we're backtracking. It's gonna start with Shigaraki flying in again, Ryukyu stopping, Deku jumping on. We're gonna show the smash again. The hand's gonna push through. We're gonna flick. It's gonna hit Aizawa. Aizawa's instantly gonna cut the leg off. Then I think Bakugo comes through, and then something else happens, and then boom, the hit again, and then that's when we'll break to the opening. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. And then when we come back, that's when we'll get the black whip, bang bang in the air, and then we'll probably cut away to what's his face. We'll probably cut away to Gigantomachia. So I feel like that's how like it's good. The first part of that episode is gonna start up. I was thinking, I didn't think they were gonna get to the shot. I thought we would have ended the episode on. I thought we would have ended the episode on the Shigaraki speech when he's standing there with his arms out. I feel like that would have been the perfect place to stop the episode. And then you can start off the beginning of of next week with everything that you did at the end of last week. I feel like you could have done that and you would have avoided that what's his face? You would have avoided that issue. But I feel like it's a dumb hill to die on to say that Shigaraki wouldn't be able. That's why I feel like the anime onlys that I know that watch it, they've been freaking out every episode, like loving it. I have one of my friends, he's the one that he's been dying because he gets like drip fed a spoiler every couple of months. And so far it has been massive ones. Like he knows that we eventually see Invisible Girl. Like he got that spoiled to him. Like someone else that he knows told him that Shigaraki was gonna have like a plus ultra moment, and he got pissed off because he thought that meant like Shigaraki like was successful in taking one for all. I was like, don't worry about that, but he couldn't let it go. And I'm like, when we finally got to the episode, I was like, this was your plus ultra spoiler moment. He was like, oh thank God. But oh my gosh, he's been like talking to him every week. Like he's at the point now where usually like every season he kind of can plot out what's gonna happen. Like he'll be like this and this and maybe this and that, and then I'll try to like throw him a curveball and have him go off left so that when he gets to the next episode it'll be a surprise. But for this war, he's been like, dude, I have no idea. Like he's like, I have no idea what's gonna happen. Like I'm like literally just lost. He was like, all I see is the villains winning. I don't see anything else. He's like, I don't see anything else. So it's like when the shot got flicked and it hit Aizawa, he was like, well, I'll read you exactly what he said. When he flicked it, oh man, I hope we didn't text too much. Yesterday, he said, he said he said two messages. He was like, wow, first message. Second message was, now they're really screwed. Because he's been saying they've been screwed for a while. He's like, now they're really screwed. He's like, now they're absolutely screwed. Because if I was off the battlefield, then we all know it's GG's, especially in that situation. But it's just like, for the last, this is where I'm like, when you say the last couple of episodes, it kind of like, for me, it reduces what the point I'm trying to make. For the last, because we started fighting Shigaraki in episode 5. And episode 5 is when Endeavor pulled up on Shigaraki. Yeah, because he woke up at the end of 4. Yeah, because 4 is called Inheritance. He woke up at the end of 4. Endeavor pulled up on him in episode 5. And it's episode 8. So for the last month, You have been watching Shigaraki. One, they made it abundantly clear that he's 75%. He's not fully completed. So one, he's 75%. Two, he's fighting at a disadvantage. Breakdown disadvantage. It's only been a one-on-one fight for the first couple of seconds when he was running away when he realized where One for All was and he took off away from Endeavor. Since that point, it's been 2-on-1, 3-on-1. His quirks are being erased. And all of that stuff has started in episode 5. Episode 5, episode 6, episode 5 or 6. So for the last month, we've been watching this man literally beat all of the heroes just on physical strength alone. And after watching all of that, right? After watching all of that and seeing everything that he's been doing, him being able to, last week, Endeavor compared his strength almost to All Might. You're telling me the hill that you don't believe is that he could take this bullet and flick it with his fingers fast enough so it could hit someone? That's the hill you die on? I feel like you're dumb if that's the hill you die on. We just watched this man punch the air and shoot himself away from a fire explosion from Endeavor. And everyone got hype over that. But he can't flick something with his 2 fingers? Like what? Like I don't understand. Like I'm like some people, I don't know. Like I wonder, what's up, Anna? How are you? Like some people I don't know. Like why just say you're salty that Aizawa possibly lost his quirk. Just say that. Don't attack everything else about the series and the writing because you're mad it was that character. Just say that. Don't be like, oh, it's not possible. Don't diminish other characters. Like, that's not, I'm like, that's the hill you die on, that he couldn't flick it? Deku was binding him and Deku then hit him. Right? And then a lot of people were saying Deku's hit didn't do anything. And I'm like, that's just censoring. Even if his jaw was broken, it didn't do a damn thing, because getting your jaw broken at that point when you're Shigaraki, that's not going to mean nothing to you when if I flick this bullet and hit him, I get my super regeneration back and I'm fine. So it's like, I don't know. People, stupid. Honey Badger mode. I've seen people flick a pebble with some impressive force before. Of course it can fire a bullet. It's on. Yeah. When I've seen people are more mad at that Endeavor let Shigaraki monologue than anything else, and not taking into account that he needs to rest too. It's not like Endeavor said that he needed a minute to get his power. Exactly. Like, it's like like Endeavor literally said, like, no, you see what this is. This is a prime example. Like reactions like this to certain parts of a show is a prime example of people don't pay attention to the downtime in a series. They only care when it's fighting. So when there's downtime and in previous seasons when Endeavor, like, it's like, I don't understand how, if the whole plot line of the Todoroki family is that Endeavor wanted to create a perfect person to surpass All Might. And the reason why he married someone with ice powers is because he gets too hot. And if he gets too hot, he can't be effective. And for the last, not even the last month, for the last 2 months, because Endeavor's been fighting since episode 1. Or he's been doing fire powers, like, episode 2. Still 2 months. For the last 2 months, Endeavor's been letting off high power attack after high power attack after high powered attack after high powered attack after 1v1ing with Shigaraki, proving that if Shigaraki didn't have super regeneration, that Endeavor could kill him. Like, proving that he could kill him if he didn't have super regeneration. And this one moment is where you want to crucify Endeavor? Come on, man. That just shows you don't pay attention. Just like, say you don't pay attention and you're getting butthurt. Show that you don't listen, because Endeavor literally just said that I'm wiped out. Gran Torino is literally saying that Endeavor is starting to slow down. Like, his firepower isn't as strong as it used to be. I throw my hands up because people just die on the dumbest hills. Die on the dumbest hills. Die on the dumbest hills. Just say things. Just be honest. Just admit that you're just a little slow. You don't care as much as you think you do. I don't know. That's all I got. Outside of that, the episode was, to me, like, I was reading it. I feel like I have the advantage of having it's gonna start next week. One, if next week doesn't look good, the internet's gonna be upset. We know that. Two, the internet's gonna be upset because Deku's popping off, and it's not just one moment, right? It's not like his muscular moment where he had the 1 million punch. It's not the overhaul moment where he jumped in the sky and did the big fist and everyone freaked out. It's going to be a sustained attack over the course of the entire episode. Right? It's going to be a sustained attack for the course of the entire episode. And that episode is going to end with Bakugo flying in and getting hit with the what's his face thingies. I forgot, the force quirk manipulation things. He's going to get hit with that. That's how the episode's going to end. We're going to have a good chunk of this episode be flashback with All Might and Bakugo. I wonder how people are going to feel about that in the middle of the fight. Next week is where things are going to start flipping up, because there's going to be a lot of people who hate Bakugo. It's like there's difference. Like, a lot of, like, you don't like Bakugo because he's loud and this and that. I don't think you hate Bakugo as the character. You just hate things that he does. But there's going to be a lot of Bakugo haters that just hate him for everything he did in the first season. Same people that hate Endeavor and they're not willing to accept change is gonna see that, and they're gonna get mad. They're gonna see the Deku stuff. They're gonna get mad at that. It's gonna be a lot of people getting mad. I feel like a lot of people are gonna start getting mad because characters are changing and they're atoning. They're repenting for their sins. They're trying to do right with the wrongs they did previously, and people don't want to give them forgiveness. So it's like, I don't know. I think the point I was making is, I think I have the what's his face? I have the privilege of reading. So like the ending of the episode doesn't bother me because I know exactly what's gonna happen in the moment. Like, the bullet hit him, he cuts his leg off. I know that. Anime Only doesn't know that. The Anime Only is freaking out until next Saturday, until they get to see the start of the episode, and Aizawa swiftly just cuts his own leg off with no problem. So it's like, for me, I'm like, damn, that's a crazy way to end the episode. For other people, they might be freaking out. A lot of people didn't remember that, about the Mina and Gigantomachia encounter. That's the whole crux of Kirishima's and Mina's relationship, is that Kirishima froze. This is the whole reason why he went through his whole identity crisis. He froze, and Mina came and saved the girls and told him the wrong directions and sent them to a police station instead. That was the whole crux of their relationship. People remember that, oh, I think those two like each other, and I feel like they came from the same middle school or something. Don't remember. And then whenever Mina is sitting in front of death, because that's what Gigantomachia is, he's death, and she freezes, they get upset. And it's just like, that's trauma. I don't know. That's some trauma. But to each its own, whatever. I predict people are going to be more hyped and saying things like, finally, than me and Mad, he's useful. Now, there's going to be Midoriya Shonen, there's going to be people that are upset that Deku does what he's going to do next week. I think that's where they ended this one. Yeah, that's right. That's true. I hate when it's like, you hate what he does. Like, he's loud in places you shouldn't be. He doesn't get put in check. It's like you hate what he does. A lot of people, especially some reviewers out there, really are goldfish, though. Yeah. People here on the tubes literally like, oh my god, Kirishima saved Mina again. Oh my gosh, when he says you look like you need saving line, that's you're right, because I remember how I didn't hear, this is all you guys I think telling me like secondhand, like people didn't like that line. I'm like, well, if he because I was mad. There's gonna be a lot when he says that. There's gonna be a lot of people. I still like, he was like, he needs to be saved too. That's kid Deku talking. I don't think the Deku that we currently got right now, he might be like, yeah, we need to save him by any means necessary. By any means necessary, we need to save him. I want Deku to have a flashback to that Gran Torino moment, man. Where Gran Torino was like, sometimes killing someone is saving them too, because they can't stop themselves from doing what they're doing. I want him to think about that before he either obliterates Shigaraki or doesn't obliterate Shigaraki and does some Avatar stuff and takes his quirks away or something crazy like that. I don't know. I want a flashback to that moment. See, that's the thing. In a perfect world, Deku should kill Shigaraki. In a perfect world, he should kill him. But we know that's not going to happen. We know it's not going to happen. We know Jump's not going to let him do that. You know it. You know there's going to be some convoluted way that All For One and Shigaraki end up losing. Because what's the last shonen series that did not have a convoluted ending? I feel like every single shonen series has a convoluted ending, where it's just like, you could have ended it like this, but we kept going. I feel like this series is gonna have a convoluted ending too. It's just I'm accepting that, right? I'm accepting the fact that this series is gonna have a convoluted ending. If it doesn't, oh my goodness. But I'm accepting that it is. It's just, how convoluted is it gonna be? How convoluted is it gonna be? That's my thing. That's my thing. Agreed. I just need one attempted murder. We have what could we call what Deku did with the overdrive? Punching the hole through his chest. Would that count as an attempted murder? Or would that just count as like a manslaughter or something? Something that's not as harsh. Because he definitely didn't hit for the kill. I don't know if we can't say if he hit for the kill. He hit to do a lot of damage. But then the second was like, we're not done yet. Like, don't you let up. The second's like, I get it, but you can't let up, because we gotta double tap. We gotta make sure that he's gone. Like, don't give up on me. And now Shigaraki's gonna be on some BS. And he's gonna do something crazy, or he's gonna mutate again from the hand armor to something else, or someone's gonna show up. That's it. That's all I need. I want to see. I don't even know. I'm gonna say the chest shot counts as almost. It counts almost as it almost. We already established in the story that Shigaraki is basically a no now. Yeah. So we need to get rid of his head to kill him, just like in the OG. Okay, I get you. Yep. Yeah, I get you. One headshot. That I get it. I get it. I don't think that that's a perfect world. The point is that Deku wants the starry-eyed kid went from that starry-eyed kid to an adult who understands that things are not black and white. If he kills them, he just proves the point. I agree and disagree. And I feel like this is the crux. I feel like, who did I have this conversation with? I had this conversation with someone 2 weeks ago, talking about Batman and talking about how Batman has this vow to never kill because it's too easy to kill. Like, it's easy to kill. I'm pretty what part of the series am I reciting this from? Red Hood. It's easy to kill. It's harder to like restrain and to refrain. My whole Batman crux is that, okay, so first encounter between Batman and Joker. Hypothetically, let's say Joker kills some people, Batman catches him, stops him, sends him to Arkham, and we wipe our hands with Joker. And then Joker breaks out, and then Joker goes on another killing spree. And then Batman catches him again, beats him up, puts him back in Arkham, and then wipes his hands and is like, the deal is done. And then Joker escapes Arkham again, goes on another killing spree. We catch Joker again, we beat him up, we put him back in Arkham, and then we wipe our hands again. Like, honestly, after that first time he broke out, the 2 killing sprees after that, that's on, for me, how I think, that's on Batman's hands. Like, yes, I get it. We don't want to kill. We don't want to be judge, jury, and executioner. We keep sending people to Arkham and to Blackgate and sending them to prison so that they can escape again. There's innocent blood that's being shed. That's way too much innocent blood that's being shed. That these I feel like these dudes at this point, you're killing hundreds and thousands of people. I don't think you get that right to just go back to Arkham and get to talk to Harley before she ended up getting corrupted by Joker. Like, you don't get to do that. I feel like that's a no. That's a no. That's way too many innocent people dying. Like, that person needs to go. And I feel like Shigaraki is the same way. It's the same thing with the Aoyama conversation. Just because you might not have been controlled, or you were raised a certain way, or X, Y, and Z lined up to force you to do this, you still have to answer for the crimes that you did, the lives that you took. Just because you went through trauma doesn't absolve you from that stuff. So it's like, Shigaraki is responsible for a lot of death. And if we just say that he could just stay alive, that seems kind of crazy to me. Because tortured soul or not, you still did that. I don't know. You still did that. I don't know. There's some people that just don't need to be. My man just wanted to see one of the children commit murder. I don't know. And Batman's my favorite hero, and I love that crux of the kill not kill. But there's just like, there's certain times where I'm like, dude, like this person has killed thousands of people, and you caught him the first time after he killed 5. Like, though, I don't know. There's also a theory that Batman subconsciously enjoys the Joker dynamic because he's the most mentally engaging for him, but that's a different story. It definitely is a different story. Shiggy killed thousands, correct, but becoming a killer takes something from a person you cannot return and puts you at the level of not understanding how human. Hold on. Shiggy killed 1,000, yes, correct. But becoming a killer takes something from a person you cannot return, and it puts you at my eyes. It puts you of the level of not understanding how humans developed. Don't want that for Deku. I get that sentiment. I get that point. This goes to the point I made, was that 2 weeks ago? Either last week or 2 weeks ago. How, yeah, it's like, I completely understand what you're saying, but someone's got to do it. And no one else has the ability to do it but him. Sitting Shigaraki in a jail cell, that's like that just seemed wild. That just seems crazy. Yeah, it's like I unless you could hit Shigaraki with the Fire Lord Ozai and take everything from him, and he's just some regular dude now. Like, at that point, like, unless you can do that, then and lock him away forever with no chance of him ever getting a quirk again, but he's still alive. I don't know. Everything that happened to Shigaraki is absolutely terrible. He's still got to answer for everything he did. Just like after this war stuff is over, Aoyama need to go to jail. I'm so serious. He needs to go. But because of his involvement in the war, they'll probably pardon him, counting as time served or something crazy like that. I think Shiki will die as a result of Deku trying to save him. Deku doesn't kill him directly, but Shiki still ends up dead. That'd be tragic. Point I was making, trying to remember so I don't lose track, is what was the point? Damn it. The point of, I was making some point about how with Deku, Shigaraki, oh man, I lost it. Oh, I lost it. Dang it. I lost it. Well, I lost the point. Like, I was bringing up the previous, like, what I said in another stream about him being, like, the connective tissue for a lot of things. But I don't remember the point that I was trying to wrap that into. Damn, man. Time HD Gundam, I haven't even set the stream up yet. So, it's 6:35, so 14 minutes. I mean, the Joker wants to kill Batman in order to break him. I think Shiggy might be redeemed. I think the Joker wants Batman to kill him. The Joker understands Batman the most, and Batman understands the Joker the most. They both enjoy each other. Like, they both do the things that they do so that they could cross paths and have those sorry, the jokes want Batman to kill hold on, my brain. Team fights back all four. I don't think there's redemption for Shigaraki. I don't think so. Yeah. That's a good point. I don't think there can be redemption for Shigaraki. We've seen him kill too many people. That's the thing. Like, we've seen him be responsible for a lot of death. Like, the point with Shigaraki is, like, and it's more attributed to All For One, but the point with Shigaraki is every single person that has died from the moment the Paranormal Liberation Front was formed. In any front, right? On any front, on any battlefield, even if Shigaraki wasn't on that battlefield. Any individual that has died and as a result to that, like, he's responsible for that. So all of this heteromorph stuff, Shigaraki is responsible for that, even though we know All For One's pulling the strings. Shigaraki's still responsible. Like, he still put that stuff in motion. Like, he's responsible for a lot. A lot of people died because of him. I don't think there is redemption for him. I don't think sitting in a jail cell helps Shigaraki. I don't think so. There's no redemption. No. And it's like, you tried, like, what was Kishi doing? Like, what was he thinking trying to redeem Obito? Like, Obito, like, is the reason why Naruto is an orphan. Like, he's the reason, like, if you just want to just take one point, he's the reason why Naruto's an orphan. He's the reason why a lot of stuff is happening. Like, he's done so many things. He killed Conan. Like, all those people in the war. Like, there's just some characters where it's like, I get it. I think Shigaraki's yeah. Like I think Shigaraki is a really cool character. I like it. I like his design. I like how much he's changed. I like I like I like a lot about him. And there's no even if we somehow get Little Tenko back. I'm sorry, Little Tenko. I'm sorry, Little Tenko. There's no way. A reduced sentence for Aoyama because the poor child and his family has been threatened with death, experimentation, or both, but they still committed a crime. Yeah, he's totally gonna be absolved of everything that he's done. Like, he totally is. Like, there's like certain circumstances with Aoyama where it's like, yeah, like you proved to be a big help in defeating them and all of this. Like, you can go, you can be let free. But the point, right? The point that I feel like that we made back with the Aoyama stuff is, All For One told them, if you do anything that just doesn't vibe with my plan, you will die. Like, you will die. I will kill you. So that will if there's an inkling of All For One left, that threat is dangling over Aoyama's head. And it will always dangle over his head. So it's like, we can absolve Aoyama for everything that he did. And what if in some fantasy situation 10 years later, All For One shows back up and needs the help, needs the support, and threatens Aoyama again? Does Aoyama stand up and bark back against All For One and possibly have his entire family killed? Or does he fall back in line? I feel like that's a question where we'd be like, well, we'll just have to wait till that moment to get there. And it's just like, I'd rather be proactive than reactive. Yeah, I'd rather be proactive. I don't know. That's the point we made with that. Let me get out of here. I gotta set up this Gundam stream. I gotta set up this Gundam stream. The freaking thumbnail is too big, so I gotta do some stuff to it. So I'm gonna wrap this up here. Honestly, I also really don't want Shiga to die. Yeah, see? Honestly, so weird how attached I am. See? It's great writing. It's like you don't want him to die. That boy gotta go. Anna, that boy gotta go. He has to. I don't know. I feel like that just might be a difference in ideals, where I feel like sitting in a jail cell is not going to atone for the amount of people that he's killed. For other people, not saying you, but for other people, that might be a just sentence. Nobody. Eject from this realm. Bye bye. But yeah, I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'll be back here next Sunday. Yeah, next Sunday for 374. So I'm about to hop over and watch Gundam. If you're interested, swing on by. But if not, have a good rest of your Sunday or Monday, wherever you are. Have a good rest of your week coming up. For people in the States, it is Thanksgiving. So if you celebrate it, happy Thanksgiving. If you don't, happy holidays. And I'll see you next time. So thank you again. I appreciate you. And I'll see you. Peace out.